The parents of a Utah boy are suing the school district after their son has been kept out of school due to a dispute over his diabetes treatment. Have a look. The family of an 8-year-old boy with type 1 diabetes says their son isn't allowed to attend school due to a dispute over his diabetes treatment. The boy's mother wants to fill her son's insulin syringes at home and allow him to inject himself at school. But reports say the school insists the syringes must be filled by a pharmacist and kept in the office. His mother disagrees, saying her son needs the medicine on hand in case of an emergency. In the past, the boy's mother has allowed the school nurse to administer the insulin. However, she states the nurse almost gave him the wrong dosage, which could have been fatal. Is the school district violating this boy's medical rights or doing what they feel is best for the student body? So this is an interesting scenario, and there are a lot of different levels to it. I want to introduce attorney and clinical psychologist Lisa Strohman into this conversation because I'm curious, what are the rights in terms of a child being able to administer their own medication to themselves while at school?
There happens to be an exception in most states specifically to insulin. So when I looked at it, we've got a right as a student to go to school, and the schools have to make sure that those kids have an accommodation. And in a situation with insulin, because, as you know as a doctor, if that child's insulin drops or their levels go off, they need to have access right away. And from what I can tell in this case, they're looking at the fact that there's no way that child can get all the way across campus to the nurse's office. And so they're arguing that they need to have that closer to that child.
And then the other element of this story is that the mother is mixing her own insulin at home and diluting it. In the mother's statement, it's that the school nurses don't really know how to dilute it appropriately, and that there was a scenario where the nurse sent in a blurry image and the mom was worried that the son was going to get too much insulin, and that is a danger. You give someone too much insulin, that can cause severe hypoglycemia where the blood sugar drops. Really low blood sugar, what happens? You can become unresponsive. So it is a big deal.
It's a big deal. It's a huge deal. This is no joke. And titrating the right amount of insulin based on blood glucose levels at that time, an 8-year-old is not capable of doing that. An 8-year-old should not be given that responsibility to be doing that.
So you're standing beside the school saying that you do not want an 8-year-old administering
walking
this
around
diluted
with needles
dose of
in his
insulin.
pocket, and he can't make the judgment, is he in trouble? Does he need more insulin or less insulin?